Right, a very quick one concerning Boris, or Doris as we like to call her. Doris Johnson. Okay, Mr. Shifty, Mr. Adulterer, Mr. Swindler, Mr. Deceitfulness, Mr. Liar. You name it, he's indulging in it. There is no integrity with this puppet of the state. Like the rest of them, they're but mere puppets of the state, filling their own pockets at our expense. That's all they are. That's all government has ever been. Makes a pretense of looking after the people, and unfortunately there's an awful lot of people who believe that. And when the government speaks, they speak the same as the government. When the media speaks, they speak the same as the media. They've nothing to say of themselves. Nothing. Now we've been told off about exposing government for what it is by the snowflakes. So what? They'll melt in time, give it enough time. So what? If they don't like the truth, then just walk away. But it hurts them. It strikes their conscience. They don't like it. You're a troublemaker. You're causing division. No, you're causing division because you don't like the truth. Truth doesn't cause division for those who love the truth. It's those who do not love the truth that cause the division and cause the calamities in society, because truth is honesty. It is honest dealings. It is the fabric of any good society. Lies undermine society. Truth builds societies up. Honest dealings, honest people, honest ways, integrity. We wouldn't have all this evil if people did not reject the truth of living a right and honourable, upright life. Respect for themselves, respect for others, and understanding that the government of the United Kingdom, like so many other governments, are self-serving and only do things that serve the public because they're pressured into serving the public by pressure groups. We had the NHS, which the government fought against establishing. Oh yes, they didn't want it. Oh, why give a free health service to the peasants? Why give a benefit system to the peasants? The government of the day was forced into it by the people, the peasants. And of course, naturally, we pay for it. We pay for these things. They're not granted to us free of charge by Parliament. Parliament's got no biggie piggy money. It creates money by numbers. But essentially, it's our money. Taxes come out of our taxes. So the NHS is ours. And any official of the NHS says, oh, well, you don't turn up for an appointment, you're wasting the NHS's money. No, you're not. You're wasting the taxpayers' money. I've had this out with the buggers. And they don't like it. They don't like it. I'll pay your wages. Others pay your wages. As a society, we pay your wages. We pay for the NHS. It's not free. Anyhow, that'll give the snowflake something else to shower at. Alright? But here's Boris, or as we say, Doris. Now he's saying stay at home, protect the NHS. Why? Save lives. But, Mr. Government, up the Piggin Road there, you showed on footage 2 coaches bringing 80 so-called patients diagnosed with this halo virus or COVID, one or the other. There was no bugger on them. But oh no, you had these 2 coaches filmed, cameras set up, coming through blacked out windows. As they passed, you couldn't see any image. And we know very well that when buses pass, even with blacked out windows, you get an image. And there was no images of anybody. It was picking 2 empty coaches. But that aside, you government were bringing onto the Wirral, it was Arrow Park on the Wirral, so-called 80 COVID or halo patients into that hospital. Why didn't you follow your Piggin words and leave them at home and keep them away from hospital? It's all theatre, playing the simple. And we're not talking about the simple as in upright, because a genuine simple person is upright. The origin of the word simple is without fold, the person who is straight up and down. He'll tell you the truth, no matter what, he'll tell you the truth. But the simple people that these are targeting are those who are willfully ignorant and have sold themselves into bondage and slavery to government. They're the slaves of government. So let's take all the statues down of government because they put the people in slavery. Eh? People's lives matter. It doesn't matter what tone of skin you are. It doesn't matter. We're all one. We're all mankind. We're all the human race. No, we're not, says a flake. No, we're not. There's this race and that race. Is there? Right, you're racist then. Because you've just divided up the human race. That's racism, you plonker. Well, let's Doris have a say. Now then, he's not no mask on. They all file into Parliament, shoulder to shoulder on Prime Minister's question time. Hey, no social distancing, no lockdown of Parliament, no business of Parliament, ended, lockdown. Ministers and MPs working from home, video links to Parliament, none of that business, no. So why should the geese believe what the gander, rather, believe what the geese has to say?
Masks and face coverings. I think what, and again I'll defer to Chris and Patrick, but what I think Sage is saying, and what I certainly agree with, is that as part of coming out of the lockdown, I do think that...
the lockdown of Parliament? No, for you peasants! Because we're rubbing you on!
Face coverings will be useful, both for epidemiological reasons, but also for giving people confidence that they can go back to work. And you're going to be hearing more about that and that kind of thing next week.
Hang on. Give people confidence that when they go back to work, they'll be protected. These buggers who are telling us what to do, but they're not doing it themselves. These have never stopped work. And these have never had face masks on. What the hell are we doing? What are we doing? What are people doing? This world has gone bonkers. Come on, we're sitting here. We're watching this pigging thing here. Doris and the rest of them sitting without many face masks. Parliament lockdown. No social distancing. A grouping together of more than 1 or 2 people. These should be fined for that. General public is. What the hell is going on? common sense gone out the picking window and passion gone onto the frigging throne of where common sense should be? Eh? Hmm? Oh, well, oh, we got a virus. Oh. Come on, Bennett. What else you got to say, Doris? That's just good. Here we go.
I was very, very lucky. I had wonderful care, as I've said, wonderful treatment, and let's be frank. Tragically, thousands of people have been less fortunate than I was, and that's why the objective of this government is to save lives across the country.
Let's go it again. Let's go it again. Come on. Come on, love. Alright. Oopsie daisy. What are we doing there?
Thousands of people have been less fortunate.
Oh.
More about that and that kind of thing next. I was very, very lucky. I had wonderful care, as I've said, wonderful treatment, and let's be frank. Tragically, thousands of people have been less fortunate.
Just hang on a minute. You went to hospital. You didn't stay at home. You didn't self-isolate. And then you recovered within 3 or 4 days. Oh, man. Hey? Come on. Everybody else gets it. Supposedly. According to the media and government. Oh, sorry. And they go for weeks and they recover, some of them, and some of them die. Boris, alright, Doris, tell me this, Doris. Not only did you recover within a short period of time because you'd never even had it, and that was a bad acting on your part, by the way, and equally not followed up by masks. You should be wearing a mask. You should be telling Parliament, because you've just been through it, haven't you? On me. You've just been through a deadly death situation. And you're standing there in Parliament on PM's question time, looking out over 670 odd people, MPs, huddled together. And don't you ever think, hey, to close down Parliament, to have it locked down, MPs scattered, hey? Because, I mean, you're showing yourself surely to be callous. Standing there, I've just had this and nigh to death. If it hadn't been for the care of the staff, and I recovered shortly after. My friends in Parliament, you shouldn't be here. Oh, I've just been for a tragic time. I don't want you lot to suffer, because some of you could die. Did he do that? No, business as usual. Business as usual. Another matter. Who was it that put their signature, Doris, to the doctors signing off every deceased person as COVID related? Huh? It was you, Doris. So why, Doris, did you have doctors break their integrity, if they had integrity in the first place, to sign off on normal deaths as COVID related or corona related, depending on whatever they want to put down? Why did you sign off for that? Why did you play us on this infection that you said you had? Again, why you're warning everybody else? It was such a terrifying thing that you had. You've been warning everybody. Whoa! Nope. Empty words that follow on from this man. So, deceitfulness all the way, as usual, from Parliament. Now then, how was it, one would say, that Doris got involved in such a deception? Well, he's a high official in government. He's the high official in government. To impress upon others that even the highest official in government, the highest official, can get it. And you know something? Those who handled him to force him to do this, and he's very compliant, by the way, it's not that force that we would be, but are coming along and saying, Doris, we want you to act the part of a COVID or corona victim. Remember, Doris, you wouldn't be Prime Minister now if it wasn't for us. Doris? Ah, yeah, right, okay, simple thing. How long do I have to go for? Oh, so don't worry about it. 3 or 4 days, you know, maximum 5 days. Okay, fine. And remember, Doris, that we gave you a position, we the executive, gave you this position illegally. Remember that. You know that. We'll remind you of that. Okay? One moment.